How's it going, everybody? It's Pilot Flame, and we are back with another preseason FPL video. And today we are going to be looking at some cheap defenders for your fantasy Premier League team in the 2020-2021 season. If you haven't done so already, make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new, and turn those notification bells on so that you can get the videos as soon as they are readily available. It helps the channel out greatly, and we've seen massive growth towards the end of last season. Hopefully we can continue that going into this season. Also, if you haven't done so, make sure to follow us over on Twitter and Twitch. You can see PilotFlame226 on those platforms. Links are also in the description below. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first cheap defender that we have on our list here is Crystal Palace's new signing, Nathan Ferguson. He plays either left or right back, but mainly played right back in the championship, and he comes in at a very good price at 4 million. Now we could be looking at the next Aaron Wan-Bissaka here. He had 1 goal, 1 assist, so not as much attacking threat going forward in just over 1700 minutes in the 21 starts that he had in the championship. However, we know any defender at 4 million could be an absolute bargain, just like Aaron Wan-Bissaka was a couple seasons ago. And the thing is, when he was in favor in the West Brom team, he was providing a good bit of pace in that position. He's good with both feet, as he's shown when he could play either left or right back. And barring 4 games out of his 21 starts, he played the full 90 minutes. So he's definitely got the fitness in him. He could be a very bright young prospect coming into a Palace team that desperately needs some type of dynamism, some type of solidity in that position, as they've been lacking it since Wan-Bissaka has left. And I think for this cheap price, Ferguson could be a mainstay in a lot of people's teams as a bench option and potentially rotating in for the odd good fixture. If you look to my right, you can see that we have a couple of good fixtures for Palace to open up, with Southampton at home in Game Week 1 and Everton at home in Game Week 3. And I'm not necessarily saying that they're going to keep clean sheets, but if they can go to the Palace of old and tighten up defensively, they could provide some clean sheets earlier on. Again, he is a cheaper defender. He's going to be a bench option, but at 4 million, if he's starting, he's going to be straight into everyone's team just to enable that extra 0.5 million you would get for your squad going into the start of the season. Next up on our list, we have Ruben Neves from Wolverhampton Wanderers. He comes in at a nice 4.5 million price point. He had 32 points last season, no goals, no assists. He only played 644 minutes and averaged 2 points per game. However, the one main thing is that his direct counterpart in Johnny Otto received a crucial ligament knee injury during their games in Europa, which will see him see the sidelines for several months, which could mean that Ruben Neves could take his place. And being 1.5 million cheaper than Doherty on the opposite flank, he could be a fantastic option for fullbacks and wingbacks going into this FPL season. He has good attacking threat and could pose, quite a bit of a pickle for when Johnny decides to come back. However, there are rumors that Ainsley Maitland-Niles from Arsenal could come in as a direct, kind of stopgap for while Johnny is injured, who seems to be out for, I think it's around 3 to 4 months, and that could basically take it into Christmas time or even past that. And you could see some potential rotation there. However, at the current moment in time, if Vinagre is the only one that could be in there at left wing back, I can see him being an auto-include in most teams. Yes, Wolves have some tougher fixtures with Sheffield United away and Man City at home for the first 2 game weeks. However, you're going to want to stick with your Wolves players, because from game week 3 onwards, for several game weeks, they're going to have some fantastic fixtures, like in game week 3 at West Ham away. Defensively, they've been quite solid. And if you can get a Wolves defender that's going to be almost as attacking as Doherty and is going to keep the clean sheets, with Willy Bolly keeping them stable at the back and Connor Cody and the safe hands of Rui Patricio, I see no reason why not to include him if he's the only out-and-out left wing back at the club. The third defender we have here on our list is Kyle Walker-Peters, the newly signed fullback for Southampton. Now, he was playing for them last season on loan from Spurs, and they made the deal official by swapping Emil Højbjerg to Spurs in that deal, which basically netted Southampton 3 million extra that they could spend on other transfers this season. Both teams agreeing and feeling that that was the best for them. Spurs needed a kind of destructive midfielder in Højbjerg to replace the long outstanding and overdue transfer to replace Wanyama. And WalkerPeters now can come in and slot in at right back to give him a bit more width, a bit more attacking threat from that fullback position. He comes in at 4.5 million, 32 points last season in 944 minutes, averaging 2.5 points per game. But now that he's going to see regular game time, you can definitely expect to see the assist numbers go up. He's a very pacey attacking young fullback and will be a almost guaranteed starter for Southampton, assuming he is fit and available. Southampton have some good fixtures attacking wise in the first few games of the season, with Crystal Palace away, Tottenham at home, his former club, and Burnley away. So you can definitely expect in game week 2 that he's going to want to get one over them as well. Højbjerg on the other side will probably make sure that that doesn't happen, but we can also see some interesting battles there. He also is going to be providing for the likes of Che Adams, who was on fire towards the end of the season, and the red-hot Danny Ings, who almost won the Golden Boot last season. And for 23 years old, young prospect, 4.5 million, playing for a Southampton team that looked to pick it up and continue their form. Remember, the season just finished not too long ago, so they're going to probably maintain some of that form going into this season. And with Walker-Peters now being official and signed into their team, I can see them definitely being a bit more solid defensively. And with their opening fixtures in the first 12 to 15 game weeks, they're going to be looking quite good, I think, in the first half of the season. And the last cheap defender we have on our list is newly promoted Leeds left back Stewart Dallas. He comes in at 4.5 million, as do much of the Leeds defenders. He had 5 goals, 3 assists in the championship last season, playing almost 4,000 minutes, which is absolutely insane, across over 40 games. They don't have great fixtures to start. They do play Liverpool away in the opening game week. However, they do go to play against Fulham at their home ground, and then Sheffield United away in game week 3. He can play a multitude of positions. He's actually played 4 in the previous season in the championship. He mainly plays at left back, but has also shown features at right back, center mid, and right mid. Now, we know that that could definitely benefit some FPL managers. When he starts this many games, basically when he's fully fit or not suspended, he plays every game for Leeds United. Now, there's some fans that have been saying that he's going to be falling out of favor, which I don't really see too much, considering he's this much of a utility man and can play a multitude of positions. Now, whether Leeds go and make a whole bunch of signings, which kicks him out of the team, and then you'd probably consider Eiling from Leeds as well, then I don't see him being removed from this team anytime soon. 4,000 minutes from a player last season. I don't think he's going to get removed from the team anytime, this side of Christmas at least. Don't see him being dropped at all. And he started every game but one of their 46 games in the championship last season. 5 goals, 3 assists from a defender, super solid. And being out of position and being in a multitude of spots when he can play, that's something we like to see. We like to see our defenders getting forward, getting goals. We also like to see them keeping clean sheets, which Leeds did quite a lot last season. And I think that Dallas is definitely being overlooked for much more safer defenders, but I think that his attacking output could prove to be quite valuable for Leeds, especially in their good fixtures for parts of the season. And that's going to do it for today's FPL video on cheap defenders. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, as well as the new graphics that we've changed some things up for the new FPL season. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new. There's going to be a lot more content coming out as we get closer and closer and into the season. And turn those notification bells on so that you can get the new content as soon as it is readily available. Also, make sure to give us a follow over on Twitter and Twitch. It's PilotFlame226 on those platforms. Twitter, we have in my bio the league code, so make sure to give us a follow there and then add the league code so that you can join it and see if you can top the Flames Recruits League for FPL this season. And we do our weekly streams for FPL over on Twitch, as I said, PilotFlame226. The next one that we'll be doing will be this Sunday, which will be after the Community Shield or Charity Shield or whatever it's called now between Liverpool and Arsenal, so we can potentially get some some insights onto who Klopp and Arteta are kind of looking at going into the season, as well as a potential tinkering with the team for the game week 1 start. We'll also be doing a deadline stream over on Twitch when the season starts on September 12th, so make sure to stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, and until the next one, take care.